Welcome back. Now, Rami Ranger runs a very successful business here in Britain. Turnover last year was more than £200 million with £15 million net profit, employing about 150 people. But Rami Ranger is so much more than just a successful business leader. Anyhow, let's continue this conversation with him in his office. Dr. Ranger, of course, is active on many fronts, and that's understating it. And so what shall we talk to him about first? Sikh issues. He's chair of the British Sikh Association. Rangerji, you don't look like a Sikh to me.
Well, you know, I'm a Sikh, but I may not be Khalsa. Yes, so there's a difference. So Sikh religion started with Guru Nanak Dev Ji, and the Khalsa, Brotherhood Khalsa, was established by the 10th Guru, Guru Gobind Singh Ji. So I am a Sikh, but you may not call me a Khalsa.
Well, that's a distinction not many will really readily understand, but do you see yourself as a Sikh?
I do indeed, and I advocate to people, allow people to become Sikh first and then Khalsa. In other words, let them graduate first before you make them a master's, of any subject.
What were your thoughts on the expression of Sikh faith as people who disrupted that wedding ceremony in Leamington Spa said? They said that that was not in line with the Sikh belief, and certainly they had a point to the extent that the Ret Maryada, which they were following, is a set of guidelines laid down by the Akal Takht, accepted by the Sikh Council UK, so they were within their rights to try and stop that marriage.
You know, they say species which will survive in the future will not be the most intelligent or most strongest, but then the one which can adapt to change. We have to change with the globalized world. You know, most of the Sikh children now are not wearing turbans. As you can see, more and more children from Sikh families are now clean shaven. So, you know, that's the fact of life. We can't force them. We shouldn't force anyone to how to connect with the Maker. Our gurus never advocated rituals and these man-made laws. They made it at the time when the world was a different thing for them. They were never.
Are we speaking about the Ret Maryada?
Ret Maryada at that time, who 5 priests or 10 priests, a few people, they had no idea the Sikhs will be scattered all over the world. There'll be interfaith marriages there. So I think they should show some flexibility. If anyone who wants to come to our Gurdwaras, we should welcome them with open arm, because that's how we will be able to influence them.
Well, the Sikh Federation, and we spoke to their member on this program, and they said that, well, of course all people are welcome to a Gurdwara, people of all faith are welcome, but the precise Anand Karaj ceremony has to be between two Sikhs. Is that something that you believe in as well?
No, I don't believe in. I think anyone who respects our faith, who respects our gurus, should be welcome. You know, because how long is a piece of string? We can really stretch a point too thin. I think, you know, we shouldn't stretch a point where we are damaging our own faith and we are coming to the world stage as an intolerant people, very rigid people, backward looking people. I think the very fact these two people choose to come to Sikh temple to give us a compliment to our compliment to our gurus, compliment to our, we should have welcomed them, and that is how you influence people.
But it's a matter of interpretation, isn't it? They thought that this is the right and proper thing to do. There is the Akal Takht, which is the seat of the expression and interpretation of Sikh faith. It is the fountainhead of Sikh beliefs and practices. The Sikh Council UK was properly following that, and they were properly following the Sikh Council.
Please tell me, did they achieve the desired result, or did they brought our religion into disrepute? Did they even got bad publicity? They were on television, they were on Nick Ferrari, LBC, they were everywhere. What kind of faith it is which is imposing its will? You should encourage people through love. You can't force people to go to Gurdwara. It has to come within yourself. Can you force your children to become religious? They have to become religious through motivation, with love. You see, this is where they went wrong, and I think they attracted adverse publicity.
Do you see a rise in strict or maybe even extreme interpretations of Sikhism?
Not at all. Because, Sikh religion is a very big. There are 30 million Sikhs worldwide. There are only a handful of people who, in the absence of any vision, merit, and common sense, they hijack religion. They think they love their God more than they love their fellow human beings. And, I tell them they should create wealth and employment for fellow Sikhs. They should be ambassador of Sikh faith, and they should go and attract people through love, not by forcing the gang. Gang culture is.
Well, let's not necessarily say gang culture. Some of that anger, in fact, a good deal of that anger, surely is understandable, and it's anger shared by the wider Sikh community. For instance, over lack of justice over the 84 killings. You have 3,006 killed and no justice at all. People will be angry.
Now that is a different now point where I am appalled and I condemn that justice should be seen to be done. And in a world's largest democracy, a justice has not been done to those, first of all, who stopped the invasion of foreigners coming from Khyber Pass. For thousands of years, we were attacked. Our civilization was massacred. Who stopped those attacks? The Brotherhood of Sikhs. So we have not shown any respect.
Given that experience, given that history, and what happened in 84, surely people will be angry.
But you see, look, there's a difference. We cannot condemn India. India is our motherland. We can condemn government. We can condemn people. I cannot destroy my home, but I can get upset with somebody who's causing problem in that house. So there is a difference. India.
When Kuldeep Nair was here as the High Commissioner, he did make this point to a group of Khalistanis, and he said to them, okay, I can understand that you have an anger over that whole tragic episode with the government of India, but don't confuse the government of India with India itself. But do you think it's easy always to make that distinction?
We should make a decision, even if it's not easy, because India, it becomes a target. But that's mistaken, because in India our families are there. Our father, forefather, our gurus have paid supreme sacrifices for India, not Punjab. This is very, very important. The Sikh gurus, one was born in Patna and passed away. He left to his heavenly abode in Maharashtra. So he wasn't just confined to India. And half of the Punjab, Guru Nanak was born in the Pakistani side of Punjab. Yes? So therefore we belong to India, sacrifice. They were fighting for human rights. Sikh Guru never fought for a kingdom. They never proclaimed to be king. They were servants. Sikhs are basically a servant to mankind. That is the teaching. We are not here to rule, but we are here to serve. And no better place to serve than to fellow India or Indians.
You speak of friendship across the borders. Even you had the India, Pakistan, UK Friendship Forum, but it seems to be all forum and no friendship.
No, which is very unfortunate, because I had a vision that we are in this country, we are British now, whether they are Pakistanis, where we are Indians, we are all British. We now have one country and queen. We have become one. Let's not bring the politics of subcontinent, because there are vested interest in the people. They're doing things which suit them. But we have no Kashmir to divide. We have no agenda. We are working.
Again, is that separation easy?
Very difficult, because I try, and I'm still trying, hoping against hope, that the people of the subcontinent will give up their ego. Unfortunately, I will take issue here with those leaders who think in Pakistan, who think they are rival to India. They become rival with the power, with the encouragement of superpower. A small country, quarter the size of India and a population, cannot be rival. And in the process, they are damaging their country, they've damaged their economy, they damage everything. So friendship is the way forward. They should really not consider themselves be rivals.
We will assume that Lashkar-e-Toiba and Jaish-e-Mohammed are not listening to you, but let's come to another separation.
I don't want them to listen to me. I want people, legitimate government, democratically elected government of Pakistan should listen. The Qaeda-e-Azam.
If the democratic government has any say.
I know, but unfortunately the army has a parallel government, which is even more. But even if it's the people of army are listening, this is not the type of Pakistan Qaeda-e-Azam has envisaged. He had envisaged a secular Pakistan, where there'll be no terrorism. They should look after what they got.
Well, coming to another separation, this is history is a history of separations. India, Pakistan, you want subcontinental politics separated from that politics being played in Britain. Now we are Britain separating from the European Union. And what does that mean to you in terms of business? You run a very flourishing business here in Britain. What's it going to do to your business?
Okay, first thing first, I voted for remain. I wanted to remain in Europe because the devil you know, better the devil you know than you don't know. But the Brexit has happened. The people, it's a democracy. People of Britain have spoken.
What's it going to do to your business?
I will come to that. You see, now we are a trading nation. We have connection with throughout the world. We had an empire, we had Commonwealth.
That's the past.
No, we still have Commonwealth, we still have roots. UK...
What has the Commonwealth delivered other than speeches?
No, because we do have a country like Canada, Australia, New Zealand.
The business has been between UK and the European Union, between the UK and the US. What special business?
You see, for 40 years, we were not able to think ourselves. We were under the influence of European community. Laws were made by them which suited everything.
You were a part of them.
I know, but
no
to
EU
me,
other than the UK.
Having now, we have now done the Brexit, I had a time to consider, and I think it is very difficult to, if you have a family of 10 children, it is very difficult to keep all the 10 children moving in the same direction, because there are some children don't want to work, some children spend too much money.
But they can still be family.
They can be family, but they will also drag the progress of a racehorse. They will also, because British economy is moving.
Do you believe Britain alone will race ahead?
Of course, it's already, you can see the economy is doing very well now with the pound.
On borrowed money?
Well, they all are borrowed money. Still, we are balancing the book. The new government has done tremendously well, and now we will have freedom to forge our link with Brazil, Russia, China, India.
Why would all these countries look at Britain? It's such a small market.
No, but it's a very rich market. Look, we are number 5.
It's rich on borrowed money.
No, we are number 5th economy. You'll be surprised how much investment British companies have overseas. We are very rich. There's a proverb, if you have a river goes through your neighborhood, you will always find dampness there. Yes, so therefore the money which has gone through at the time of empire, we have huge connection, the investment in America, in Bollywood, Hollywood, we are all over the place. So I think Britain is a knowledge-based economy. We have got, people are queuing to buy properties in UK because it's a stable country. Our tourism is really up.
It's because prices have fallen, because of a loss of faith, because of Brexit. So people are putting money here. It is money that is being laundered, being invested and divested. It's very dubiously sourced money. Is this what Britain will hope to live on forever?
Britain has got some of the stringent control, money laundering control. You just cannot buy a property until the solicitor has done due diligence on you. You have to make many. Those days are gone. We are now a part of an international community.
All the Chinese and Russians buying here, are they facing due diligence?
No, Chinese, we are doing due diligence. Those days are gone when it's not Dubai where, people can go and buy.
Nobody here is checking where the money came from in Shanghai.
No, we are checking. Your solicitor has to verify. HMRC, they know where the money has come from. It's not come from, some illicit method. But I think everything, even the mayor of London is now investigating the property scene in London, who owned the property in London and how did they acquire it. So things are getting tougher day by day. And I think this country, a tiny island which has touched the life of almost everyone in the world, we have the best army, we have the best institutions, we have so much freedom in this country, we have the oldest democracy. I have faith. Our education, look at Oxford, Cambridge.
We take on board what you say, Ramiji, that Britain getting morally tougher and economically easier, a lot of people will hope. You are right, even if some may fear you are not, but thank you very much for talking to us. That was Rami Ranger chatting with us.